Haven't we moved beyond lower 4D, quote, the well of dark lost souls, unquote?
A group of us has, but a group hasn't. Let's say you had a rubber band, and you could take that rubber band and you could stretch it, and let's say you held it one position in the north and one position in the south, and you stretched that rubber band. So what's happening is that in the middle, you have various people, various groups of people of consciousness that are figuring it out. At the very top, the north position, you have those who have, for the most part, figured it out. That's more or less the 20%. And then at the southern position of that rubber band are those who are still stuck. So until that southern position is released and the rubber band snaps to the northern position, you have groups of consciousness at various levels of, I don't know if ascension is the right word, or reawakening. So you have multiple groups at various levels of reawakening. But understand that the rubber band is being pulled to the north, towards the light, okay, for lack of a better word, towards higher consciousness. There is no stopping it for the most part. But we have to continue to see ourselves as a collective group, as a humanity, because we are. No man left behind, no being left behind, no soul left behind. That's the consciousness we need to have. Now, individually, people are going to make choices. But collectively, we have to see ourselves as a family, as one unit, as one race, because we are, regardless of the colors of our skin, regardless of our DNA differences, we are one race. And that's the lie. I mean, and I know the A's are not the only group. The Sirius A's, the Arcturians, I believe the Pleiadians, the Pleiadians, the other groups, when they look at us, they don't see this racial nonsense that we've been fed, divide and conquer. They don't see that at all. They see us as one race. They have all along. We're the only ones who don't see that because we've been fed this bullshit, this unity, this separation, and as long as these groups, all groups, see themselves as victims, you're going to be a victim. You're going to disempower yourself. I mean, here in the United States, they're still beating on the racial thing. And yeah, there's some stupidity. There's still some ignorance. But by and large, I think the racial equation has been dealt with. I mean, we just had a black president. I mean, we have black millionaires. We have Asian millionaires. I mean, what is it going to take? I mean, do you want socialism where everyone's the same? That doesn't work as a system. If you want to be the same as everyone, enlighten yourself. Spiritually enlighten yourself, and all of that programming falls away because you realize that it's all a lie. Spiritually, regardless of your form, you are a soul that is connected to higher dimensions. It doesn't matter the physical form you're in. It doesn't. What matters is spiritual evolution, spiritual evolvement. That's the goal here, not collecting material crap that you're not going to take with you anyway. Excuse me. It's really about, it's about spiritual consciousness. That's really what it is. And in spiritual consciousness, there is no racial anything. Nothing. Okay? Those are traps that have been laid for us, landmines that have been laid for us, which we've all taken the bait on. Okay. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. We love it. We love the passion. This is, that's what makes us human.
Here's that.
And maybe also what makes us all Andromedan. And, it's like.
Well, we're all everything.
Yeah.
We're all everything. No one race is better than the other. That's not it at all. It's whether you're an A, whether you're a P, whether you're an Arcturian, a Syrian, a Zeta, whatever. As long as you're not AI, if you contain soul, you're on a path. You're on a journey. And that journey is to experience and create physical form in any dimension you choose, to find your way towards enlightenment, to find your way back home. That has to be what it is. It's not about the accumulation of wealth, because as life forms wear out, you reset. You move into another physicality. There's a reset. You start over. So it can't be about the accumulation of all this stuff in physical matter. What it has to be about is creating yourself through perspective and lovingly manifesting physicality through self-empowerment. And I'm sure there's other speakers who have said this far better than I just did. But it's not about the physical stuff. This is just a proving ground, for lack of a better word, a training facility where we come in and this is what it is, and we learn the depth of love. We learn the depth of compassion. We learn the depth of forgiveness. We learn how every single moment is a gift for you to be more than you are, to give more than you have, to just be an extension of all that is. Whew. I mean, I'm looking for those truly incredibly profound moments. I personally am myself. I've had glimpses, and I've had moments of that profound, and those profound insights and moments and aha. It's really hard to make them last here, though. It's just, the big question is, how do you make love stay? Especially here on this planet. That's a bitch. It's hard. It's hard to make love stay. But it has, and the only way to make that work is that it has to be inside of you. The only way to make it stay is you have to love yourself unconditionally all the time. Even when others don't love us back. So, okay.
That's a great one.
Let's do another.
I just want to say, one of the most popular songs of my own writing is a song called "Where Did the Love Go?" and it's just exactly about that. All the different relationships, and you always end up in this. And you're right, it's about coming from inside, which is another song. Anyway,